What is going on, everybody? I'm back with a brand new video, and today we have a one disc only round, and that's a new disc I just got. I threw it around a little bit in one of my previous videos, the FISSION Pyro, the new Tour of Terror MVP drop. I kind of like doing these one disc rounds when I get a new disc, just to, you know, gain a little bit more experience with it, test it out a little bit more, and see if I ever want to actually put it in the bag or not. And it's also fun just to throw new plastic. The Pyro is an overstable mid-range. For those of you who don't know, if I remember the flight numbers correctly, I'm going to go with 5402.5. I'll make sure that's correct on the screen. And just to try and give it a little bit of a comparison, I am going to throw an archive today at least a couple of times, and these things come in at 5502. So we'll just start off here. Hole 1, 300 feet. Wide open shot. Probably put the Pyro on a little bit of ante, see if we can flex it there. I didn't really get it on ante, but I did put it wide enough where it's gonna fade really hard. Not a whole lot of glide there. We will try to get this archive on a little ante, see what it does. No ante either. Little less fade though, I didn't get it as high. I felt like the other day I learned the Pyro needs to be out flat. If it's not out flat, it just dumps out on you very quickly. You also kind of have to give it the height for it to fly. Hole 2 is one where I feel like I can put the Pyro out flat. If I give it the height, it should just kind of fade right to the basket. That's my plan. I just need it a little bit higher. We'll try the archive next, maybe a little bit more height. And I put it on hyzer. That's gonna be able to glide a little bit longer. Yeah, that's great. I think this Pyro shot would have been just fine if I did give it a little bit more height. I think it would have pushed a bit more left, but this isn't too bad. Yeah, this one's pretty far for the Pyro. I couldn't reach the 300 footer. I doubt I can reach this 335, but I'm gonna try to give it a full flex and see how it fights out. Hopefully this forces me to put it in the air as well. There we go. Oh, that's awesome. Is that to the, oh no, that's so short still. That was a full flex. That's basically as much as I can get out of it. I think that was a pretty good flight. If I threw that same shot on hole 1, probably would have made it there. Come on. Hole 4 here kind of weaves through these trees and the basket is off to the left. Now, if I throw this out flat, it might dump a little early before the basket. So I'm gonna try to give it a little ante just to keep it on that straighter line. We'll see how it goes. No, just can't pull it. The archive, I probably can just throw pretty flat. And it's gonna push all the way to the basket. Man, that archive has great stability. Kind of pulled that one too, but it got lucky. If you guys are watching this video and you look at that little subscribe button and you're not subscribed, please go ahead, hit that subscribe button for me. Push to 7K like I said last video. I think we can do it. I think we can do it quicker than we think we can. So if you're not subscribed, hit that button. The archive is practically sitting under the basket. I think it's the better disc for a hole like this. Oh, we're gonna skip over here to hole 7 as our hole 5. I'm gonna try to throw the Pyro right of this tree and just kind of throw the hyzer and dump it in there. It might come up a little short just because I can't throw this very far, but we'll see what happens. Oh my gosh, why is that so terrible? Okay, not that right. Jeez. I don't know why, but I'm feeling pretty good. One of these are gonna drop in. Whether that's player 1 or player 2, I don't know. Oh! Wow, all right. I almost had a good feeling. Not quite though. Hole 6, 260, dead straight, hit the gap. Honestly, I think this one should be pretty straightforward. Through that to where you can really see its stability. You gotta really hammer that thing hard. I think I always just suck with overstable stuff because I'm terrible at throwing flexes and I'm probably even worse at throwing flat shots. Everything that I throw wants to come out on hyzer, so when I start throwing overstable stuff, it just doesn't work out very well for me. Forehand, it's a lot better. I can control my angles better. Backhand, not so much. Let's see if we can spin this one in on a little bit of ante. I should straddle this, but I don't want to. Oh, maybe. Man, a lot of cage. Pyro, that's the one. You know, it's been a while since we've birdied. Hole 7's gonna be 300 feet for us. Try to full flex this one out. Hopefully we can get another birdie before we end this video. Oh, wow. So more of a direct line, hit it hard, kind of just holds it until the very end. It's still working out, but it's just panning the whole way. See if we can bring the archive back into the picture here. There we go. Yeah, that one is just a little bit easier to trust. A little flatter, a little bit more hyzer on the right side, and kind of just let the disc work. If I did that with the Pyro, there's no chance I'm getting there. I'll tell you what, if I'm throwing the Pyro, then that just means my putting really has to be on. I feel like I'm always pretty far from the basket. Why is that a thing? Let's see if this hole is short enough for us to get a birdie, finally. We'll see. 245, slightly downhill. Let's throw this baby out wide and right and let it work over to the basket. Watch that still come up short. I don't know. Oh no, that's perfect. Ayo, we finally did it. After a while, we got another birdie. Fission Warden combo there. All right, I kind of forgot about this hole. So hole 9, 325. Should be perfect for the Pyro. Might come up a little short, but we'll try to hit it hard. Yeah, every time I just throw it a little too low. So I feel like I am kind of letting the disc down, because if I throw it too low, it seems like it's not going to go anywhere because it has already low glide and it's overstable. Bad throw for a highlight putt is what I like to say. Oh, that was so bad. Oh, all right guys, I think that is gonna do it for me in this video. I could play 18, but it's getting a little later in the day and I gotta get home and edit so you guys have a video for today. That being said, to be honest with you, I don't know if this thing is for me. I just suck with overstable discs, I think, especially in mid-ranges. I kind of wish I had my forehand right now. I'm trying to lay off of that a little bit, but if I was forehanding, I feel like maybe I'd like this disc. I think it's a fun disc to throw. Anything overstable is kind of fun to throw on those big Annie lines that flex out, but when am I really actually throwing those types of lines on the course? Not very often, usually just for fun. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video at least a little bit. If you did, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button, and we will see you on the next one.